Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kendra here, and I am back with another video in my um, introducing the world to Second Life series. We are going to do a video on what is the little circular pie menu when you right click on things in Second Life. What can you do with that menu? I have a playlist with all of these videos from this series, so feel free to go back and check those out and check out the ones that you've missed. And we so that you get all the information. Before I get started, though, I'm starting something new. This is the first time I've done it, and but I am going and asking people what they wish they knew about Second Life the very first day they started that they know now. And I'm going to start with my own quick tip that I wish I knew, and it's kind of a little bit of a silly one, but I think I've talked about in previous videos mesh bodies and mesh heads. When you first start Second Life, you're given a system body and a system head, and it's a little misshapen, a little misformed. It's not great for like dressing and all that kind of stuff, and so it is. So pretty soon after you start Second Life, if you feel like you're going to stick around, most people get what's called a mesh body and a mesh head. And there are a bunch of different mesh bodies out there and a bunch of different mesh heads out there. And when I first started, the only one I knew about was the slink body and the catwa head. And now I am in an E-Body Reborn. But when I wish somebody told me that, Kendra, you should get the Maitreya body and the Leluca head. And the reason why I say those two is, first of all, the Maitreya body is a great starter body. It may not be the body you stick with. It's not the body that I stuck with. I am in love with my E-Body Reborn body, but I started, like, my Maitreya body is like the best body. The reason I say that is because nearly every single designer out there who designs clothes for the Maitreya body. For the female, I should say. Like, every once in a while you'll come across a male or a female creator that does not design for the Maitreya body, but that's like very few and very far between. It's the Maitreya body is the most popular. So you're always going to be able to, whatever outfit out there you see, you're going to be able to buy it. Okay? And the Leluca head is just the HUD is so much easier to use than the catwa HUD. I love my Leluca head. Their heads are beautiful. That's the head I'm wearing, and it's just, I love it. Okay, so that's the tip I would give myself if I were in my first day in Second Life. The second thing, I'm going to give you two because I'm me and I get to give you two, is to start organizing your inventory right away. Start making folders in your inventory right away, because as you collect things are going to build up, and it's going to be very hard to keep it organized if you don't start right away. So that is another important tip that I think you should know at the beginning of your Second Life. All right, so those are my two tips. All right, so let's now get into the content of this video. All right, we're going to start with this circular menu, and I'll show you. How you get it to come up is right-clicking either yourself, you can right-click an object, you can right-click anywhere on your screen, and this this circle menu will pop up. Okay. Now, it looks very different when you click an avatar than when you click an object. So I'll show you how it looks for both. Okay. So first of all, when you click an avatar, you can, and it looks different when you click an avatar and when you click on yourself as well. First, when you click yourself, you can click on any object. I'm going to click on my hair, so because if I click on my shirt, it's going to detach my shirt, and then you're going to see my chest, and that doesn't need to happen. All right, first of all, I'm sitting down, so there's a stand up button. Okay, so that caused me to stand up, but I can click. So if you're sitting, you can stand up. If you're not, you can click sit here. So now I can sit on the ground. Okay. So that's the sit. Obviously, that's pretty self-explanatory. Right. Then detach will detach something. So if I click my hair, it will see how it's yellow outline. The yellow outline will go around whatever it's going to detach. All right, and that would detach my hair. I don't want to take my hair off because then I'll be bald, and nobody needs to see a bald Kendra. All right, you can do the same for your pants, top. Be careful though, because I have done this and I've detached my mesh body before. So you don't want to do that because it's a scary sight when you do that. It's a very scary sight when you do that. So be careful about this detach. The best way to detach something is not through this menu. The best way to detach something is to go through either your inventory and find the items in your worn section. This is everything that you're wearing in your inventory. So you can go to all of these different things and detach whatever you want. Or if you put the appearance button down at the bottom of your screen, on your toolbar button, and in a upcoming video pretty soon, I think the next one or the one after, I will be doing the toolbar buttons and let you know what each of those means. So, but this one is an important one. You can detach it from the appearance menu as well. Okay. Those are the two best ways to detach items. I do not recommend doing it from this circle. Gestures, you can click and it will bring up your gestures menu. Gestures are like, I kind of are like animations for your avatar. It will type things in local chat. It will like make sounds. I'll go into it a little bit more when we talk about the toolbar button. Okay. Appearance, this is a good one. If you want to change your appearance, you can edit your outfit. All right, and it will take you to your edit outfit menu. Oops, I didn't click on myself. Here we go. Also in appearance, you can reset your textures. This resets your level of detail. Your skeleton, if your like body is in a weird position, you can click this and it will reset your skeleton. And then this one will also reset your skeleton and your animations. So that's helpful as well. Also, you can edit your shape. And this is where you go in and do your sliders to edit your shape. I did a whole video on editing your shape a while ago, so I am going to link that in the description down below so that you can learn how to edit your shape yourself. You can also purchase shapes that are already created. But I like to edit my own shape because I don't like to waste my lindens on something that I can do myself. You know what I mean? All right. So, and then hover height. This is how high you hover over the ground. So, see how I'm like way. Let's go to solid ground though. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm standing on the ground here. Okay. Now, if I do this, I can hover real high, I can hover real low and high, like go down into the ground. So oftentimes with different shoes, you have to change your hover height with, sometimes different lands will have different, like pieces on the ground that will cause you to have to change your hover height. Hover height is always a big thing to change in throughout Second Life. Another way to do that is go to the quick preferences menu, and your hover height's in here as well. That's how I usually access it, is through the quick preferences menu, but you can do it through this little pie menu too. All right, so that's it for appearance. Edit brings up your build box, and you can edit whatever you are, as long as it's modify, which this top is now modified, so I can't edit this in any way, shape, or form. But if it was, I could do that with this menu. You can click profile and it will bring up your profile, so this way you can look at your profile, and edit your profile if you need to. All right. Drop. If you're holding something, you can drop it onto the ground. More brings up a whole nother set of items. You can touch something. So if you need to touch something, script info, that comes up in your nearby chat. If you are like, it shows you what how many scripts you're using and blah 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 blah. I don't know. That's important to some people. Right. Texture refresh. If something is blurry, you're wearing is blurry, then you can do a texture refresh and it will reset the texture and make it more, and that usually will clear it up for you. Textures, you click on that and it will bring up all the textures being used, that are being used on me at this current moment. All right. And inspect. This will tell, when you click inspect, it tells you everything that I'm wearing. I like this because like whatever you click on, like I clicked on my hair and inspected it, it tells me what hair it is. You can just do this for other avatars, all sorts of stuff, and it tells you all sorts of information about that item. Right. Show in inventory. So you click this. I've clicked on my hair and it just brings up your inventory and shows the item in your inventory. A lot of these buttons are not like I hardly ever use. Save as. You can back it up, or I don't know what colada is, but I guess I don't know what that is, but okay. And de-render. I can temporarily de-render my hair, which means that it will make my hair disappear temporarily, or I could blacklist it and it will completely all the time de-render my hair, which means we'll make it disappear. Okay. So that's the menu that you find when you click on yourself. Now let's go through the menu of what pops up when you click on an object. All right, so we have the touch. You touch it, and if it's an item for sale, it'll give you a menu about for information of stuff that's for sale. This is not for sale, so it's really not going to give you very much. It's not going to give you any information at all. All right, you can create the create button. You can pick the on the menu that comes up. It's the build menu that comes up. You can pick the shape that you want to create. I'm gonna click the pyramid, and then I click the ground, and it creates a little pyramid. And then I can, from there, I can edit this this item. Okay, so you can click open, and if there's anything inside, like a script or anything, you can see what's in the contents tab of the item. And you can click edit, which will bring up the build tool. If it's a modify, you can do all sorts of things. We're going to go when I do a video about modifying things and editing things, we'll go through what all of this is, but it brings this menu up. And then more. But before we go to more, why don't we go to, we'll go to, if it's an item that you want to purchase, there's a pay. So you can buy something by clicking pay, and you pay lindens to get it. There's take. If it's something that you own, you can just take it. So I'm going to click take. And then I'm going to go into my inventory, into recents, and you notice this is object. That's what I just took. All right. Sit here will, again, cause you to sit on something. All right. And some things you can sit on, some things you can't. It depends. Like, I don't think... See, I couldn't sit there, and it says, there is no suitable surface to sit on. Try another spot. So if you can't sit on it, it'll just tell you. All right. So now let's go to the more. More. And you can take a copy. So let me create. Okay, so I created myself a pyramid. And what happens is I'm going to actually, let's change it to pyramid. Okay, so you can see. All right, so I'm going to click this, then I'm going to click more and take a copy. So I take a copy, now I go into my inventory, and there's a copy of that item in my inventory, but the item is still sitting on the ground. So as long as it's copyable, you can take a copy of anything, and as long as you have permission to take a copy of it as well. So, because if you don't own it, you don't have permission to take a copy of it. Okay? All right, so let's go to more. Wear. So I clicked wear, and now I'm wearing the pyramid on my hand. Now, when you do this, be very careful, because luckily for the magic of editing, you didn't see what happened. But when I wore this, it took my pants off, because what it did was it replaced this item with my pants, if that makes sense. So I wore it, but it replaced my pants on my body. So this, you don't want to wear things. This is a big thing that I should tell you at the beginning of this series. When you are wearing something, when you want to add something to yourself, You never, ever, ever want to click where. Okay? So let's see. What can I... Oh, I know. Okay. So when you want to add something to yourself, look, I'm going to add this Dust Bunny Sweet Tooth Mint Chocolate Chip Milkshake. Okay? When you right click on that, and this is something that's going to be part of the inventory video, but it's something that I think you should know right away, so that's why I'm showing you now. You have the option to wear it or to add it. Always, 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 always click add, because it will add it to your avatar instead of replacing something else that you're wearing. So you won't lose your pants when you add it. Oh, there we go. So there we go. Now I've got my milkshake. All right. If I had worn it, it could have possibly replaced my pants. It could have replaced my top. It could have replaced my hair. And then my hair or my top or my pants would have been taken off, and I'd be standing naked holding a milkshake, and you look ridiculous. That's a big thing that new members of Second Life, you always do it. So if it happens, don't panic. You know, you're all adults. You've seen female body parts. You've seen male body parts. It's all there. But if it happens, just quick put some pants on. You know, it's happened to the best of us. So you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so more. Oh, no. Let me put that pyramid back on the ground. Okay, so next thing is delete. All right, if you want to delete it, it's going to go into your trash folder. It will not disappear forever. Okay, so look, I'm going to edit. I'll just call it Kendra so that you know what it is. So what happens when I click more and I click delete, it disappears, but it doesn't go away forever. It goes into your trash folder, and there it is in your trash folder. And the only way it'll go away forever is if you go to your trash folder in your inventory. And again, I'll show you this in your the inventory video. But you empty the trash. Okay? That's the only way it'll be deleted forever. So don't panic if you accidentally delete something, because it won't be deleted forever. Okay. Okay. All right, more. Return. This, if it belongs to somebody else, will return it to them. If you click return, it'll just return it to yourself. Say, are you sure you want to return this? Blah, 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 blah. And you say, okay. And when somebody returns something to you, it'll go into your lost and found folder. See, that's where it went. You can return things to yourself, or you can return things to other people, depending on who the owner is. It'll get returned to the owner. All right, you can attach something. Okay, so there. This is if you want to attach something from, hold on, let me bring it back out again. Okay. All right, so say you wanted to wear this thing on the ground. All right, you would click more, and then you would click attach, and it would tell you where it would attach it to. So let's attach it to my head, and then you attach it to whatever. Let's attach it to my nose. All right. So will attach it to that area, and now I've got a big huge triangle on my face. But it'll just attach it wherever you tell it to attach. Okay? And then you can detach it and it will go back into your folder. All right. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's put it back on the ground. More, attach HUD. Again, it will attach it to your screen. Your HUD is your screen. So let's attach it to the center. All right, it just brings it on your screen. Now it's attached to your screen. No matter where you go, it's going to be right there in the center of your screen. Do you see what I mean? It's not on the ground anymore. It's not on your person. It's like attached to your screen. So detach that. And let's put it out again. Okay. More. Okay, take a copy. We talked about that. Where, delete. Okay, we talked about all those. So let's go to the more because there's another menu. All right, you can report something. If there is somebody dropped something on your land and they're not supposed to, you can report it. And it just brings up the report. It always takes a picture of your screen when you report. So whatever your issue is, you can report it. All right. More derender. We talked about derendering. You can derender objects as well. Same way. You temporarily can derender it or you can blacklist it. Temporarily means the next time you log into Second Life, it'll be back. Or blacklisting, it means it will be derendered forever. Okay, so let's put a new one out since I derendered that one. Okay. And I don't feel like logging out and logging back in to get to it again. All right, more. Reset. This is a texture refresh. Say it's blurry. I'll show you on something. We could do this. Like, more. Reset. Texture refresh. See how it resets the texture. That's all. It'll go from gray and but the reason you do that is because sometimes like an ad at a store is really blurry and it just does it quicker. It's a quick way to refresh things so you can see it. Okay. Okay. Where did my little triangle guy go? I don't know. Let's just create a new one. Okie dokie. So, more. Inspect. It will tell you information. The name of the object, who the owner is, who the creator is, how many faces, blah, 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 blah. All that sort of information. When it was created. So, it tells you whole sorts of information about it. More. Scripts. It will tell you can reset your scripts so that say it's doing something funny and you want to reset it so that it doesn't do something funny, whatever the funny thing is, you can reset it. I don't use this too many. You can stop the scripts. You can make sure they run again. You can remove scripts. All of this is scripting. And I don't know scripting very much, but there's the option to do all of those things if you need to. You can mute this. So by muting it, you can block them. You can block objects, you can block people, all sorts of stuff. Okay. Pathfinding. showing linksies. And again, it shows you information like the region objects, all the objects within the region. And it'll give you all sorts of information, tells you how far it is from you, all that kind of stuff. A lot of these things I don't use save as. Again, you can back it up in the Collida. I don't know what that is. So much of this stuff I don't even use. And we're back to the beginning. So that is just about it for this video. I don't want these videos to get too long, and a couple of them will be long just because of the nature of the of what we're talking about, but this one doesn't have to be too long. So we're going to stop here. So if you liked this video, please give it a little thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. My videos get seen more on YouTube when the more likes they get. So this video will get out to more people who are interested in Second Life if you like the video, so that would be helpful. Also, if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm only a few away from 500 subscribers. I think right now it's only 3 I need before I have 500 subscribers, which is unfrickin' believable, to be honest. So I would appreciate it if you haven't subscribed already to do so. Also, if you're new to Second Life and you subscribe, I'll be putting out more videos just like this one, so that with lots of other fun stuff to learn about your Second Life and getting yourself started. So you'll be able to catch those. So yeah, subscribe to that too. Also, I'll have a playlist in YouTube for all of these videos, so you can access them easily and find them when you need to, and reference back to them if you forget something or whatever. So yeah. Also, I have a Discord channel, so you can join me over there. You can come make some friends, come chit chat with me. I'm in there when I'm not on Second Life. I'm in Discord. I'm even in Discord when I'm on Second Life, but it's a great way to interact with me, a great way to interact with other viewers, great way to interact with other cool people. Yeah. So Discord's awesome. I have an Inworld Group if you want to join that. That is linked in the description down below, along with the Discord channel. And that is about it. If you have any other anything on this video that you wanted to add to that I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'm sure there's so much that I forgot to mention that is important for people to know. So yeah, leave it in the comments below to so others can read it. And I guess that's it, guys. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Take care all. Bye.